Hi, David here from One Up Gaming. Quick intro, if you want this Evercade cartridge, please subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and leave a comment on any video on our YouTube channel. Just say Evercade. This is the Interplay Collection 2, so you get Claymates, Earthworm Jim 2, Clay Fighter 2, Prehistoric Man, Rad Gravity, and the Brainings. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Thank you. On with the show.
Hello Andy, this is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig. 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 I'm sweating like a pig.
Hi, welcome to the One Up Gaming Podcast, episode 328. Still me, David. Don't know what else to say, really. I've got a jumper on for a change. It's getting a bit cold for t-shirts, so I thought I'd put on a nice jazzy jumper. Again, you can buy these at our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. Please visit us, have a look around. Anything you see, it's normally on the top right hand corner of the screen. It says online store. There's jumpers, t-shirts, different designs, different colours. Click on them, and yeah, please buy. As always, we're sponsored by Games Inspired Music. It's an album. It's available on Spotify, Amazon, all places. Just buy the game, buy the album, and 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. And other than that, that is about it. So as I say, One Up Gaming, our podcast, it's episode 328. And we'll just go through some of the games that we've been playing this week. So first of all, Need for Speed Unbound. Now, I don't know why, but I hear this game name, and I always think of the Ridge Racer Unbounded, which is a shame, because I can't play Unbounded on my Xbox Series X. But, anyway, Need for Speed Unbound. It looks glorious. Like the attention to detail, the water effects, the water sheen on the tarmac, or the asphalt, whatever you want to call it over there in the stupid America. But it looks amazing. I love the style, and then with the little tiny graphical art style over the top, so like the little tiny graffiti styles and the little etches and sketches. So you're going around the corner, do a skid, doing drift, there we go. And then like cartoonified smoke effects come up from the back of the car, and it's a little tiny touch, but it's different. And I always enjoy something just that little bit different. And the game, it plays really well, it looks nice, it runs smooth, and I'd recommend it. It's a good little game. I was really impressed, I really was. I think some people are just idiots, and because it's something that they don't. I've heard so many comments about like the graphical style. It's not their taste, and the game's crap. So well, the graphical style might not be your taste, but you can turn those art style things off in the options. You can play the game as normal, and it still looks glorious. I love the game. So yeah, Need for Speed Unbound, great game. EA, you've done really well this time. And I think it's the first full game that Criterion, whoever they are, the guys who normally made the Burnout games, it's their first full game, because they've been on like support duty for EA to make like Battlefield and stuff like that. So it's their first full game in about almost 10 years, I think, which is amazing to think. But yeah, it's a great game. Buy it, please. It's good. Next up, don't know why I've closed my eyes, I'm really tired. Next up, a game called Flockers. Now this is really immature British humour. They've called it Flockers because it's about sheep, so it's about flocks. And when you say Flockers, it sounds very much like a swear word. And that's what British humour is. We try to swear, but not quite. And we live on that edge. But easiest way I could explain this game is anyone old and remembers the game series Lemmings. Anyone not old, then Lemmings was a 2D side. It's kind of like a platform puzzle game, but you had no direct control over the lemmings, the little tiny creatures with green hair. They just walked in a line and would just jump off a cliff if the cliff was there, and you had to hit one of them with like a stop sign, or build a bridge, or dig, or explode if needed. So imagine that, and then that was created by DMA Design, who then later changed their name and went into the future slightly, and they made the Grand Theft Auto games. But this game, Flockers, it looks quite nice animation-wise, detail-wise, but it's a 2D side-scrolling puzzle platform sort of game. Again, you have no control over your characters. You have icons at the bottom of the screen. You click on it, you select one of them, and then they do that action that you've given. And it is very much just Lemmings with a new paint of clothes. And it's not bad. It's nowhere near as good as Lemmings, but then again, I guess for me, Lemmings will be like when you guys probably played Grand Theft Auto as your first ever game. You know, when you're 7, 8, it's like, wow, that's amazing. But for me back then, that was one of the first games that I played, so it was life-changing. You know, like, it just really blew your mind back then. Looking at it now, it looks crap. But what are you going to do? Next up, Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. And I love the fact that on the box it says Remastered. You know, so it's actually got the word Mars in there, because it's Red Faction. It's the reboot of the series that was done at the third person sort of view. It's still got the full destruction of the environment, and I love it. You just walk around smashing the hammer against like the houses. You can knock the full house down. It's really funny. But it's the reboot of the series that was originally on the PS2 that had Geomod. So I guess this is the Geomod? Geomold? I'm going to go with Geomod because that sounds more like what it used to be. This is at Geomod 2.0. Much more destructible scenery. I love the game. It's really fun to play. It's cheap as buttons. Buy the Red Faction game. The next Red Faction game that came out after this, I've completely blanked on the name of it, but it's the sequel to this. And it wasn't as good because I tried to make it more of a Gears of War third-person action sort of game. And instead of being out in the open environment like this one, you're much more in the caves and in the underground of Mars. So it wasn't as good, but this Guerrilla was really fun. I loved it. Next game, Space Lines from Far Out. And this game, it's like a very sedate strategy sort of game where you've got to, you have control over the deck of the bridge of the ship, and you have to do orders to sort of like go to a certain planet, scan a certain thing, and repair this, repair that, add certain icons and things. It's like a top-down view, very simple looking game. It was quite fun. You're probably getting a lot more out of the trailer for the game than me talking, so I'll just shut up and let you watch this.
Taking breaks during their shift. Let's increase the size of this flight crew. Do you enjoy shopping? Then what better way to wait for your next connection than visiting some of the fabulous stores along the way? Space may be a lot of fun, but it can also be dangerous. That's why we have rigorous safety guidelines, and our staff will ensure you have the safest, most comfortable flight experience. Remarkable quality and service is our top priority, and that's why we have been consistently evaluated, certified, and approved by the Health Inspection Services. In the unlikely event of space anomalies, our staff is more than prepared to handle any emergency. Even in the harshest conditions, you can rest assured that our passengers are never left unattended. Hey there! No need to look defeated. A destroyed ship isn't a problem if you remembered to buy insurance. Why don't we try again? A galaxy of adventures awaits, so what are you waiting for? Join us on this cosmic flight, guaranteed to be far out.
Next up, the 2014, I believe it was, reboot of Strider. And this one was much more like the Metroid style games where you have to like backtrack and get new icons, new abilities to get through the previous levels that you were on. And I love this game. It looks amazing, it plays well, fast, smooth. Everything is really great about it. It'll be cheap as chips now, so I'd recommend actually someone to pick this game up because it is really good. And the last game that I played this week is called Naraka Blade Point. And the easiest way I can explain this game to me is, can anyone remember the PS2 reboot of Shinobi? Where it was a third-person action-adventure and it was quite fast, running, hacking, slashing, from behind view. Very similar to that, but on like Xbox sort of. I don't know if it was the Xbox One or the Xbox Series of consoles, but it's alright. It doesn't look great. It plays nice. It looks okay. Fast, clear as hell. The combat was alright. It reminds me similar of a lot of these other, like, it's not as detailed as like Devil May Cry or the Batman Arkham sort of games, but it's nice. I'd recommend giving it a quick go, see what you think. My PS5 did arrive. I've got an unboxing video on the YouTube channel, so you can have a look at that. My God, I was shocked at how big this bloody thing was. I couldn't believe it doesn't go under the TV, it actually stands next to it. It's stupidly large, it's a stupid thing. And that's what you do when you buy stupid things. So as always, we've got our Gran Turismo 7 series up on the website, well, up on the YouTube channel every week. We've got our Star Trek Online series every week almost. Worst games ever, I'll have to start doing some more of them. The Ridge Racer 6 series, we do them every Thursday. And we've got the podcast, which you're watching now. It comes up every Friday. If you're listening to it, it goes live every Sunday. And that, my friends, is what we've been doing this week. So I'll have a quick 10-second break. And we'll be back with this week's news. So back 10 seconds. Hi, still David, still One Up Gaming, still 328. The 328th episode of the One Up Gaming podcast. So we're going to have a quick go through some of the news. I'm not sure if some of this stuff's already been covered in previous episodes, but we'll have a quick go through and we'll see how things go. So while I'm trying to swallow, my throat. Sonic co-creator is reportedly arrested again for insider trading involving a Final Fantasy game. So Sonic the Hedgehog co-creator Yuji Naka is reportedly being arrested again for suspected insider trading involving a Final Fantasy game. It sounds not great for him, does it? Allegedly bought shares in Final Fantasy VII, the first show developed by, after finding out the studio was working on the game for Square Enix, but before the information went public. I guess it's not a good thing to do, is it? It's not a good thing. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll call that one a day. So we'll then, I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? Next bit of news. Microsoft has made a 10-year commitment to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo consoles. It will also stay on Steam. So basically, Phil Spencer has shared the news on Twitter alongside confirming Microsoft will continue to offer Call of Duty titles on Steam after the deal is closed. The last time I made a Call of Duty title was on Nintendo consoles was Call of Duty Ghosts on the Wii U. God, who remembers the Wii U? Since then, Nintendo owners have been left behind when it comes to one of the best-selling game franchises of all times. It's amazing when you think of that, because you think best-selling games, they're all on the bloody Switch, aren't they? He said he would love to see Call of Duty on the Switch, and that the Xbox's intention is to treat Call of Duty like Minecraft. It looks as though the new plan is in motion. This news comes at a time when many eyes are on Microsoft and Activision Blizzard deal, and many are focused on what this merger means for Call of Duty on the PlayStation. Spencer stated that Call of Duty will ship on PlayStation as long as there is a PlayStation to ship to, and reports have come out saying Microsoft has offered similar 10-year deal to Sony to keep the franchise on the platform. So what do you guys think about that? Because that is quite amazing when you think about it. Right then, next up we have got Black Adam will reportedly lose up to 100 million in lackluster, basically like the theatre run. The movie is said to have earned 387 million worldwide to this point. While Black Adam may have changed the power of the DCEU, the Dwayne Johnson-led blockbuster didn't win the box office over. A production of 195 million, marketing budget between 80 and 100 million, and the fact the movie theatres kept around half the ticket sale revenue, Black Adam could stand to lose between $50 and $100 million at the box office. Variety reported that Black Adam will ultimately break even at $600 million, but the sources at Warner Bros. Dispute this number. It's actually $425 million. IGN understands that Black Adam is ultimately expected to break even. I'm going to sneeze. Thank you. I'll probably cut the sneeze out to apologise. So yeah, Black Adam. I'm not going to go into the details. I'm not going to do the DC versus Marvel sort of stuff. I tried to watch Black Adam the other day, but I kind of fell asleep, so that tells you all that it needs to know, I believe. Anyway, next up. Microsoft's ZeniMax Media sees 300 QA workers unionize. So the biggest union so far in the North American video game industry, around 300 quality assurance workers at Microsoft's ZeniMax Media, which owns Bethesda and other developers including Arcane Studios, Machine Games and more, have formed a union. As reported by Kotaku, the workers have formed a union with the Communications Workers of America, just as groups of Raven Software and Blizzard Albany did before them. But the 300-strong number is significantly more than any previous effort and now the biggest union within the North American video game industry. Yeah. It's like, I do understand all this about the unionisation and that. If people could be trusted, then they wouldn't need to have unions. But unfortunately, developers and publishers want the games there and then. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to make a difference in the world of these things? Or do you think that it's just, unfortunately, this is the world that we live in right now and there's not much that we can do? The Flash. Release date has been moved up. The Flash is arriving earlier than expected, which is to be expected for the character. Okay, that's stupid. Warner Bros. Discovery has pushed forward the release date of The Flash. The studio announced that The Flash will now premiere in theatres on June 16th, 2023, a week earlier than previously announced of June 23rd, 2023. Oh, wow. A whole week. Are you sure you guys can do it? This is likely to avoid Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which finally announced it will premiere on June 30th. The Flash has been has had a dogged time getting the movie into theatres. Delays, legal stuff, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I don't know about all this kind of Marvel-y stuff and DC stuff. I do know that a good movie is a good movie, a good action movie is a good action sort of movie. And I do enjoy some stuff. So, Toe Jam and Earl movie adaptation is Hollywood's deepest video game pull yet. No, it's not. Fucking, there was like Midway did like battleships and shit. I guess it's not, it wasn't a video game, was it? It was more of a... Anyway, there's yet another video game to film adaptation on the way. This time it's getting funky. Spacefaring duo, Toe Jam and Earl getting the star treatment. 90s retro action series Toe Jam and Earl will make its film debut in a project from Amazon Studios, Story Kitchen, and NBS star Stephen Curry's Unanimous Media. I have no idea. I'm from the UK. I'm British. I don't know anything about the NBA apart from the bounce the ball around. As for its script, Hotel Transylvania 4 writers Amos Vernon and Nunzio, I have no idea, I do apologise, are on board for the screenplay. Yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Toe Jam and Earl. I quite liked the first few games. I'm not too sure about the newer ones, but the first few I really enjoyed. But yeah, guess we'll have to just wait and see what direction they're going, whether it's going to be live action or not. Anyway, Microsoft President Microsoft president compares Sony to Blockbuster in the latest Xbox Activision Blizzard defense. So basically they said that Sony's as excited about this deal as Blockbuster was about the rise of Netflix. Basically saying that Blockbuster were the biggest in the field, and then when Netflix came along, they just crushed them. While the video game industry continues to wait and see if the Federal Trade Commission will file an antitrust lawsuit to block Microsoft's $68.7 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft is speaking out again on why the proposed deal is supposedly good for gamers. Sony's emerged as the loudest objector. It's as excited about this deal as Blockbuster was about the rise of Netflix. Think about how much better it is to stream a movie from your couch than drive to Blockbuster. We want to bring the same sort of innovation to the video game industry. Despite comparing Sony to Absolute Video Store, Smith carried on Microsoft's ongoing strategy by saying, "We remain in third place in the console gaming, stuck behind Sony's dominant PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. Doesn't have enough games to draw players to subscribe to Game Pass, and once again, multi-platform release." So do you guys think that this deal will go through? Do you think it won't go through? Please leave comments in the section of why you think these things. I would like to see things happen, but I just think it's a very slow, long, drawn-out process, and I understand why. There's a lot of stuff going through. Anyway, Microsoft is raising the prices on new first-party games built for Xbox Series X and S to $70 in 2023. Forza Motorsport, Redfall, and Starfield will be among the first to reflect the change. So basically, all the other major publishers already charge $70, and Microsoft's one of the last to go through. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you can say. I go on to bloody the Xbox store now, and I got a code for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and it was, I can't remember the hell the edition was called. It had like a certain tag, Vault Edition, and I was looking at that, and when I looked at the Vault Edition thing, I clicked on it. It was like £100, £100 for a bloody game, a game that I'd probably spend 20 minutes on, have a quick go, delete it, and never touch it again. Anyway, Jedi Survivor is confirmed for the Game Awards, new key art revealed. Just hours after Star Wars Jedi Survivor's release date seemingly leaked on Steam, EA has revealed the gameplay of the highly anticipated title will appear at the Game Awards 2022 later this week. Got a brand new art for it, blah blah blah, I don't care. Yeah, so it looks as though it's being listed as March 15th next year. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like the original, or do you not like it? I thought it was good. I really enjoyed the actual game. I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I didn't care about the story. I just thought the game played nice and looked good. And the last news that I've got on here is, unfortunately, it seems like we're talking about this all the time. It's just really depressing now. It looks as though Cheers and Look Who's Talking star Kirstie Alley dies at 71. So Ali passed away following a recent cancer diagnosis. American actor Kirstie Alley has died in the wake of a recent cancer discovery. The news was announced via the actor's social media channels, where her family paid tribute to her strength. She was 71, which is crazy. I mean, I think my dad was 71. He died of cancer just last month, a couple of months ago. She made her film debut in 1982's Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, but rose to fame later, decades on the small screen on Cheers. She also following departure. I don't know. Yeah, so So she also starred with John Travolta in Look Who's Talking. I don't even know what else she's starred in, to be honest. It's one of those actors that I know the name of, but I don't really know what she's done. Is that quite bad to say? But condolences go out from everyone at One Up Gaming. Thank you for making Cheers one of the greatest comedy sitcoms of all time. So, UK Top 40. Number 40, Mario Strikers Battle League Football, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Just Dance 2020, NBA 2K23. Number 35, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Luigi's Mansion 3, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Gran Turismo 7, number 30, Nickelodeon Kart Racers, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Saints Row, Lego Jurassic World, Marvel Midnight Suns. Has that only just come in at 26? Ooh, not great. 25, Mario Party Superstars, Grand Theft Auto 5, Horizon Forbidden West, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Gotham Knights. Number 20 is Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Need for Speed Unbound, only at 17 as well. Oof, that's normally like a massive seller, that. Just Dance 2022, number 15, The Lego Harry Potter Collection, Just Dance 2023, Splatoon, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and at number 10, Minecraft, number 9, Sonic Frontiers, number 8, Nintendo Switch Sports, number 7, Pokemon Scarlet, number 6, The Callisto Protocol, number 5, Pokemon Violet, number 4, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, number 3, God of War Ragnarok, number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and at number 1, still, FIFA 23, and that's thanks to Games Press and the GFK Entertainment software charts, all formats. So thank you for that. And yeah, so that has been episode 328 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Please go to our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. Please help us on Patreon, which is just patreon.com/OUG. We have these jumpers and t-shirts available to buy. Just go to the oneupgaming.co.uk website, and at the top right hand corner there's online store. There's jumpers, t-shirts, different designs, different colours. Please help us. Our album is available, Games Inspired Music, and 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. Buy it, stream it, anything you want. We have our audiobook available. It's not our audiobook. Jesus, I'm stupid. We have our first 100 podcasts available from audiobooksontape.com. And this is like looks like a cassette tape, but it's a USB stick inside. It's pretty cool. And £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. So please help them. Please subscribe to us on Facebook. Just search One Up Gaming. On our YouTube channel, we're nearly at 2,000. So please help us get over 2,000 as quickly as possible. It's just a nice number to get to. And again, that's just One Up Gaming. I think the full thing is youtube.com/oneupgaming1. Or I think you can now use the little tag, which is @OUGUK, because I wanted like a short, snappy little thing, and OUGUK is really good. Follow us on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/OUGofficial. If you want to tweet us, it's @OUGofficial. Any comments, any questions, anything like that. And if you want to message us on our email address, Jesus, I'm just stupid. Please email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk, and that is that. If you're listening to us, please subscribe to us on like the iTunes or whatever you subscribe to your podcasts with, and give us 5 stars and positive feedback. It helps with the rankings and searches and everything. And that, my friends, is this week's podcast done. So thank you all, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Go baby, go baby, go baby. I love you, said I love you, never put above you. Won't let go once I can hug you on the floor. They hate because you let them know that you the ish. Now they hating not because you at the club and proving it. And so they choosing it too late cause now they using it. Can't wait from how you doing it. I know that they pursuing it. You will kindly tell them now my baby's here to watch me go. And for him I put on a show. You just blessed to be here so. My baby goes on. Her body rolls on. I tell her hold on. We clothes on. Been on it so long. I think we gotta go. With my grown man. You know that I love you so. Just go, baby, go now. Go now. Baby, go now. Go now. Baby, go now. Baby, go now. Just go, baby, go now. Go now. I love when you go for me. I love when you go for me. I love when you go for me. Say I love when you go for me. 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 Say I love when you go for me.
I tell my baby go, but she's not even going though. It's the trust I have in her. Careless what do say to her. Yeah, I'm feeling kinda slick. I'm loving how I swim in it. No, I'm not taming her. The only one engraving it. Sign it, still right from her lips. You need to know that she's my miss. Treat her like a treasure though. I never wanna let her go. I keep her right in front of me. My heart she will forever be. I do this so she'll never see. Life with me no misery. You deserve the world, my queen. Yeah, I'm back down on one knee. A boy to a man that you have seen. No matter who's wrong, it's you and me. I'm coming for you, baby, so we can stay happy. I'm trying to work so hard for you and me. Go, baby, go now.
Go, baby, go.
Baby, go.
Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go.
Baby, go.
Ha!
Baby, go.
Go, baby, go.
Baby, go now.
Just go, baby, go now.
I love when you go for me.
Go for me.
I love when you go for me. I love when you go for me. Say I love when you go for me. When you go for me. I love when you go for me. I love when you go for me. Say I love when you go for
Got this to say,
me.
my baby's so bad, she can get it so glad that she loves me, know that. I'm a hubby so sad, you looking so mad. Oh, you didn't know that. Next time you should check the ring. I know that one's a throwback. I know you see her flashing it, especially when she gets it low. I'm rubbing on and grabbing it. I tell my girl, go ahead and go.
Baby, go now. Baby, go now. Go now. Baby, go now. Baby, go now. Baby, go now. Baby, go now. I love when you go for me. I love when you go for me. I love when you go for me. Say I love when you go for me. 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 Say I love when you go for me.
Yo, go baby, go. Just go, baby,
G.
go now. Yeah, LGE, Saint and Conte, get it. Ha.
We got it.
Go, baby, go.
We got it.
Go, baby, go
We
now.
got it.
Thank you, thank you. We're trying to get everybody on to it.